Hello! Welcome back to another weekly episode of Sunstriders Phase 3. I, of course, am your game master, Jacob. I'm joined here today by all of my wonderful players. We had a week off, so all of our sudden influx of viewers, I don't know where you guys came from. We love you guys. We will be back posting semi-regularly from here on out. I'm, of course, joined by my friends Garrett, Noah, Chris, and Dom, all of course playing NUL-L, Samson, Shib, and Jeth. Last week recap, because we did have a week off. Last week recap, we finished up aboard the Blue Deca Prism Station. We solved the droid murder mystery of 7M1L 7 the second-in-command engineer droid aboard the station, who was murdered by his co-worker for a rare, perhaps ancient droid part that had been added to his chassis that NUL-L Breachway head engineer was looking to make a little payday on and escape from the station. But we put a stop to him. We got a favor from Captain Burkegg. He said, hey, if you guys ever need anything from an old washed up station captain, give me a call. So you guys have a favor and check from him. And we finally got to land on the main planet, the focus point of this phase, Etone. Got to ride down with Sil Thyla Shark, resident shuttle jumper.
Resident hottie, dude.
Resident hottie. And not only we saw that it's not just pilgrims that get to go down to Etone, but traders that get clearance from the convocation and get background checked and all those good things aboard the station can get let in by these shuttle pilots, and they can trade their wares and things like that to pilgrims and do business. So we got to see a couple of those pop-up shops out of these very simple, very casual freighters before meeting with a few followers of the Wills, guardians of the Wills specifically, at the base of the Great Stairway that leads up and around and up these massive pillars that the Shrine of the Ancients sits on top of, and we began our journey up. It was not going great for some of us. We're not as perhaps in shape as we would like to be, but we made it halfway. And at that halfway point, Samson felt a particular pull to this little old, sort of carved in bas relief that looks like it might have been a shrine at one point in time, but hadn't held anything now. And in this, where perhaps a carving might once have been, placed his hand on the recessed area and felt that the reason these pillars stand 5,000, 6,000 feet above everything else around them is that all the other ground had been eroded away by wind and water. But the internals of these pillars are the hearts of stars. Kyber crystals run from top to bottom in these pillars. I don't know if Samson shared that or even really knows what those things are, but he got a crazy feeling about it. And that's pretty much exactly where we left off. So we'll jump right back in with our session question for today. Which is a relatively simple one today. And that is, which of your skills was the hardest to learn or master? And I don't necessarily mean skills on your character sheet, but just something that your character has learned how to do. What do you think was the hardest for them?
Shib's ready.
Go ahead.
I think the hardest thing for Shib to learn is how to be independent. So, like, Master sending her on little one-off missions. Still a Padawan, so nothing crazy, but, you know, being able to go out, do things for herself, figure things out for herself. She's a very codependent kind of person, and learning to take the reins and steer the cart, as it were, by herself. That was probably pretty difficult for her to learn.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Please go ahead and roll your destiny points.
Oh, I'll take a dark side.
Thank you. And inflict your will upon whoever else in the party that you like with a nice popcorn reading.
Garrett, he's got a smug little look on his face.
Called out. So I think Null's the skill that was hardest for him to pick up would be repairing organic life. He did pick up a little bit from Dr. Vesh, his creator, who was a doctor way back, but the what would you call it? The nature of droids just came to him a lot easier than repairing organics. I think a little bit of that is Null's bias of organics being fragile. So I think, I think his
Absolutely.
medicine ability.
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and roll your destiny points for me. And that makes sense, droids, you plug in the part. If it works, great. Everything's doing what it's supposed to do. If it doesn't work, something's wrong. Humans, you reattach something, there's inflammation, there's recovery stuff. That doesn't make any sense. I put it back on, it should work.
It's exactly how it was. Why it doesn't.
Hey, Garrett, go ahead and popcorn us, man.
Well, popcorn over to Dom.
Let's go. I think Samson's hardest thing to learn was his discipline to like be able to maintain the the routine and like regimen of being in the Trial of Derfa. Like it's a lot more like enduring uncomfortable situations, not so much drastic changes. So you're kind of just like stuck in the same hot fucking desert, like 12 hours before you can have any water. Some kind of, I don't know, comparison. But during that, just being able to lock in and be like, okay, I can suffer a bit to get what I want. I think earning that is probably his biggest journey in terms of skills.
Absolutely. Very good. Please go ahead and roll your destiny points for me. There we go.
Let's go, dude.
That leaves last, but definitely not least, Jeth Tyro, if you would be so kind.
Jeth's hardest skill to learn was, and maybe one that he's not quite mastered yet, is submitting to the ideology, fully buying in. Something he struggled with. Hard to abandon everything else in pursuit of the ideology.
Very good. Very good. Hard to filter out all the other chaff.
The what
perhaps.
ifs. Yeah.
All right. Absolutely. Very good. And go ahead and roll your destiny points for me. Very good. Perfect. And that's only 4 points. So I'm gonna, which is incredible. I don't know if we've had those in a while. So I'm gonna roll 1 too. Nice. I like to help
That's good,
guys
dude.
out every now and again. Okay. Perfect. Well, we will pick up right on the middle of the grand stairway, like I said. So Samson, you have just had this sort of surge of connection to the planet around you, but not only the planet around you, these things that are alive and connect with the Force in a way that is different from probably anything you have ever known. They are stone. They are not flesh. Even some small plants in the desert perhaps you can feel on Dracoline, but this is something new entirely to you. And eventually, as that feeling, and you sense this web of these 8, 9, 10, 11 spires that have come out of the ground, and they're all connected even deeper towards into the crust of the planet. You return from that, your hand falls away from the little shrine in the cutaway. And something you had not noticed in a little sort of looks more natural right above where this shrine was. You see a pair of beady eyes peering into your soul. It's hard.
How far apart are these eyes?
You really right now you can only see one.
Oh, that big?
Even smaller.
That big?
Even smaller. Probably like
Ooh.
this big.
Oh,
Probably like a Mancala piece.
hey man.
Shout out
Samson.
Dimension 20 Adventuring Party.
I think Samson's grabbed a couple lizards on Dracoline. He's gonna try to reach in.
Great. Well, as your hand goes up, you will go ahead and get pecked by a very sharp beak before a little squawk comes out of it as it sort of, you hear a rustling as whatever this creature is readjusts. It's dark, you can't really see anything other than the daylight behind you being reflected off of this creature's eyes.
I think I'm gonna do the. I don't know if my mic's gonna pick this up. Like click my tongue and then rub my
Yeah.
fingers at the end of the hole. Like, come here.
And it will actually turn its head a little bit more as if it's sort of doing like the 45-degree angle head cock to adjust the situation. And you see another eye open right behind it on that same side. And
Ooh.
you see a very adolescent avian creature sort of hop onto this edge and very curiously sort of not necessarily peck you, but sort of inspect your hand with its beak.
How much how much bird to beak we talking here?
It is
Toucan
not a
proportion?
toucan by any means. It's definitely a small, it definitely seems like it has moved out of its nest on its own. But it is certainly not a fully grown bird by any means. So we'll say, think maybe like not a full-size raven, but a baby raven, if you will, size-wise.
Hopefully the Shrine of the Ancients has the Darwin's theory of evolution, so we can figure out what this guy's beak's for.
Yeah.
So,
God, why does this guy have this sharp beak? Well, you'll learn at least a little bit more as it will be very brave, and it will hop both little bird feet onto your outstretched hand.
Let's go, dude. Is he cool with perching on my shoulder?
He is kind of just looking around. He's certainly inspecting you, but he seems very comfortable with you right now, oddly enough.
This is my boy now.
Yeah. And I will, of course... Can I send this picture in here? What do we think? Will it let me?
I love
No,
party
that-
pits.
I will
We haven't had
sacrifice
one
my
in-
character for
We
him
haven't
right
had one
now.
in
Let me tell you
so
something,
long.
Dom. If you ever use a combat turn to talk to your fucking pet, I might drive to Lafourche and kill you.
Dom, there you go, brother. It's in the-
Hey,
it's
what
in
do
the-
you
it's-
mean?
It's
What do
in
you
the-
think we should do?
it's in the general chat, Dom.
Oh,
Dom's
let's
a-
go, dude.
Dom's a hunter.
I'm a falconeer now.
He's a
dude.
beastmaster hunter.
I'm a true Arabian prince.
A BM
Real shit.
hunter.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. But so as you guys are sipping your own water in canteens and things at this little, not necessarily a rest point, but one of the wider steps on the stairway, perhaps uncomfortably in the same area as Azramode, Samson will sort of rejoin the group now with this brown and white bird attached to his shoulder.
What do you have there?
Oh, it's been hanging out on my shoulder and it hasn't left yet. So
Huh.
I think we're cool.
As it walks out, it like spreads its wings all the way out.
Are you hungry? We can cook him.
Jesus Christ.
And that's physical acting.
Hold up. Oh my God. Jesus. fucking
Anyways.
Christ.
Samson, Azramode will actually peak one of these, what accounts as an eyebrow, which is just a ridge, really, on his sort of light purple face. You are not in need of any other distractions, Harold. I think it is unwise to attract any of the locals.
I got a good way of dealing with Azramode. I'm just gonna stare at him and not say anything
Real
or
shit.
do anything.
He will huff and begin his way up the stairway. All right, guys. I know we were. I think we
Wait,
were
hold on.
pretty. Yes.
I was gonna ask.
Oh, go ahead, please.
As we walk up, I would go up to Samson. As Ramon huffs up the steps further. So is he like your servant or something? What is your relationship with him? I mean, he seems like he looks after you, but you're in charge of him.
Azramode is a
Do I
guard.
have that right?
He is a guard, and he takes his job very seriously. The
Like a guard.
Terrafar are new to the convocation, and we don't want to send anyone unprotected.
So
We
a
have
guard.
very typically vulnerable members of our society that make these treks. So, as he's done his whole life, Azramode makes these treks with us. He also comes across the desert with us in case we run into anything. It's common from where I'm from. He's just a bit old.
And
When
Samson,
you
you
sw-
also would know his official title is Overseer.
What?
He
Oh,
is-
oh no. Is that me? Is that Chris?
I think Chris is playing the droid character right now. I
Oh,
think
okay.
Null just spoke up actually.
So, when you say a guard, is he a guard in the sense that you assign a guard to transport large amounts of credits from one bank to another, or is he looking out for you, for your sake?
It is valuable that it is of enough value to him that I am alive when I get back.
Okay.
It is his duty.
Okay. And what makes you so special?
I am simply here to represent the Darafan in the convocation. We take reaching outside of our planet seriously. It has been many, many centuries since we have been out into the stars. I mean, look, we showed up and someone was getting murdered. Azramode now sees that as even more reason to be here. I expect if we make any more trips, you will see him.
Okay. Well, I guess that's good to know. He didn't really talk much.
It is his way. Don't think that he would not protect you if you are vital to the group. He will just make sure that I am okay first.
Okay. That's good to know. Scratch the bird.
Very good. All right. I just want one more resilience check from everyone. It'll just be an average check for this little last half of the stairway.
All right.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
dude.
What a great pick from Chris, by the way. This song is awesome.
It is a banger.
Man.
I actually need to play Pillars of Eternity. I don't think I've ever played it.
I'm upgrading my shit.
Oh my god, I have an incredible resilience. What's the check? A normal
Average,
average.
2 purples.
Dink. If I fail this, okay. What to say?
Are you pushing that, Samson? By the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my
Hey, can I take a strain off of that advantage?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, please do.
What the hell?
Wow, do it again.
No way.
Lizard.
Lizard.
Nice. There we go.
Wow. Things could have
Same
gotten
thing
really
with the
bad
advantage.
for us right there on that
Pure
resilience
despair.
heat stroke.
Yeah, things. It certainly could have been interesting. That's for sure. And I will roll.
What was the climate like, Jake, on World before we got this high up? Was it like jungly, humid, temperate?
Yes, it certainly is.
Okay.
It's certainly quite temperate.
Okay.
Humidity high, temperature not crazy.
Okay.
Wow, and look at that. Shib has also pushed. Terrific. Great. Very good. So Shib will take 2 strain as well, but I can't edit a sheet, so that's for a later time. But yes, very temperate, but as you climb higher up, especially with the immense verticality, the temperature has not plummeted, but it is certainly windier, so it doesn't feel nearly as hot. There's less tree cover this high up, but hugging so close to the pillars does give multiple spots where the 3 trinary stars are not beating on you by any means. And also, just because you asked, Jeth, while these stars are central in this system, they are by no means... Etone is not very close to them. So they are not blisteringly hot like perhaps Tatooine would be with their dual stars. Yeah.
Do I need to roll resilience?
I just did for you, Goat. You got 2 successes, 2 threats.
I'm there.
Okay, so
Are you?
let's see.
Is Chris there?
Success, success, success.
I just heard him.
Like, okay.
No, take a little 2 strain for me, man.
Yeah, you are cutting out a little bit, Chris.
Yeah.
Maybe the old camera killer.
Yeah.
Maybe long.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Like there was no Chris, and then I looked down, and he was like,
Yeah, at one point in
Jason
time,
was staring into the camera, and I was like, holy shit.
he teleported
Jump
back
scare.
into frame. Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
All right, I should be back.
Yeah,
Everything
so
sounded
there you
okay?
go.
Better, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, 666.
perfect. And also,
Oh well,
I
I'll
must
try again next week.
I must be a genius because my camera stayed in the exact same spot, so I must have did something good. Nice.
Hell yeah, go.
Okay, so you guys continue to climb the stairway. Now you have submitted to your task. The thoughts of being like, holy shit, this is a massive stairway, this is going to be a pain in the ass, have faded away because you're already halfway up. So you might as well get to the top.
Yeah.
And at one point in time, you guys do see 2 of those encephalopod creatures with those strange white triangle tattoos on their forehead, carrying a big, like, gurney. Looks like a very rudimentary, like, 2 sticks with, like, tarp bands across them. And looks like supply crates have been tied to them. And they have them up over their shoulders. And they're, like, huffing up the stairs past you guys at a really insane rate of speed. So all their 6 movable tentacles
Shib
are
will-
it's a flurry of motion up the stairs.
Shib will look over to the group. I wouldn't mind if they put me on that gurney. Haha.
Well, perhaps you could ask them.
Tough crowd.
I don't know. I kind of find those guys a little unsettling, honestly.
Well, people say the same.
Have we already tried to do
I can't see why.
we already tried to do a xenology check on them, right?
Yeah, but it's a new day, man.
Hey.
So if you want to
Fucking
make
roll
one
it up.
more, go ahead. And I'll say it's a hard check,
Let's
Chris.
check.
Give me 3 purples, man.
And these are
Hell yeah.
squid-like
Even-
creatures.
Even roll.
Yeah, they're squid-like
Okay.
creatures. Yeah.
2 success.
Okay. So 1 success. Chris, you or Shib, you go through your wide variety of perhaps xenological knowledge of amphibious or encephalopodious creatures. They're not nautilins. They're not quarrons. And you start thinking, okay, who else? And with your 2nd success, I'll actually give you this one. You can recall maybe some studying, perhaps on like hyperspace that maybe you just stumbled upon or were reading up on in your youth or in your training somewhere on a long trip. And some people attribute that to a certain cephalopod race called the Gree, who sort of match up with these descriptions. They're very rare in the galaxy at large, however, and you wouldn't be for sure unless you ask somebody, but they seem to match up.
Interesting. And I will share that with the group, of course.
Very good.
Interesting creatures, very rare in the wider galaxy.
And they've been pretty pleasant to us, or like neutral to us the whole time, courteous.
Yeah, they certainly haven't really engaged with anybody. They've mainly
Okay.
kept to the other Gree.
Okay.
But you think that might just be Jeth? You kind of did a little looking over of them while you guys were in the landing zone still. I think you're smart enough. You think that you'd probably just attribute that to a language barrier. It doesn't look like they have
Yep,
translators
fair
or are capable of speaking basic.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I'll even tag onto that as you guys are walking. You do hear them sort of chitter themselves in really staccato-y language as they roll on by. And the rest of the trip is beautiful. It seems that the hard part is the first half. And of course, Shib, I assume you continue taking datapad pictures of every 101st step with these ancient words inscribed into them. And at one point in time,
Yeah, absolutely.
the stairway actually leaves from the first tower that you guys have been climbing on this whole time, and goes through it like a sort of formed tunnel and connects to another pillar. And there is water flowing like a little miniature waterfall off the side, cascading into mist, with little moss and little plants growing around it. And you guys spin your way around. And lo and behold, hours after you guys began your journey, you cross the final step. And at the very top of these pillars is the site that you guys have all come to see. And this is the Shrine of the Ancients. It is a large place. There are many, many, many buildings. And immediately, the first thing you guys realize is that the technological scope of these buildings spans eons. There are relatively new technological, sort of almost like prefab looking buildings. There are ancient like stone huts. There are buildings made of technologies that you guys are not really familiar with. There's this one like oblong horizontal egg towards like the south side that has weird wire tracings and sort of glowing light lines that run across it that none of you could really place or have seen before. And I believe I have a picture for you guys as well.
Ooh.
I've got a
I
sweet
love pictures.
I've got a sweet top-down picture for you if it'll let me post it to you guys. Let's see here. No, that's okay. Can't believe I can't Will this work? Let's see.
Oh wait, you can post it in the game chat.
Oh, that's the problem. Yeah, but it won't actually let me copy post the picture. That's okay.
Oh, I see.
This is the beautiful part of it here. I can use my words to describe it. On the northern side, across from where you guys entered at the top of the grand stairway, the Great Stairway, is a sort of three-tiered, very in our Earth approximation, very much like Buddhist temple-y. It has those slanted or the tiled red roofs. It has this dark green painted wood that it's made up of, and this sort of light gold trim that runs around it. And that rises up above everything else. It seems to be on the highest pillar and the furthest away from the rest of the shrine. There are many, many, many buildings on the east rise. Pretty much straight ahead across from you guys where you came up. And on that east rise, you see that these are not these stone huts. It seems that these have a little bit more prefabrication as well as the sort of carved out appearance. Like it looks like they have made these buildings from carving them from the stone of the pillar itself. While on the west rise, it seems they have people long ago moved actual bricks and mortar in and have made these little domed stone huts and houses. And then on the south side to your guys' right is where that massive sort of egg, weird looking building is, as well as a very simple, what looks like a long wooden house rests as well. And as you guys approach the top, there are other pilgrims seemingly refilling water canteens and things like that. And probably a few faces that you guys might recognize in passing from your trip over here that are just kind of gathering themselves and really like reading a signboard, that very classical signboard that has Galactic Basic carved into it that have little arrows, tons of them, pointing in all kinds of directions.
Do any of them have a Coruscant on them?
No, but you do look at it, Shib, since you asked. You do look at it, and you see that they say things like Jedi Order, or they say Falanasi, or they say the Goyan Order. And it seems to say all of the orders, force orders that have a residence here. It seems that the arrows point in the direction in which you can find their holdings.
I see.
And they have one bigger arrow that points south towards the egg that says Pilgrim House, which seems like the long wooden house might be the temporary housing for anybody that wants to stay overnight or that doesn't have a permanent lodging.
Very good.
Wait,
Yes.
So would we all like to go to our orders before we meet back up here, maybe? I don't know, Null, if you belong to anyone, but Samson, I know you do, and I'm also already with an order. I guess we could all accompany each other.
I would be more than happy to educate the rest of you on Central Isopter's ideals. I mean,
Oh, okay. I mean, that's a force order? I thought that you were just saying things.
God.
I was, yes. But I suppose
I thought you were just crazy.
I guess technically they're a force order.
Okay. Do you see their sign up here? I mean, the
Ah.
Matukai looks like they're this way.
Oh, yes. Central Isopter.
And as you guys are reading the sign, I would say Shib, just out of the corner of your eye, you see this one Aki member, this very also squid-like, but not nearly as squid-like as the Gree. This Aki seems to be talking with one of the a few of these Gree members. You do notice quickly that the one he's directly conversing with has a gold tattoo on his forehead instead of a white triangle. And you see this Aki male sort of do a double take towards you guys, sort of bow to this one Gree figure, and in his sort of not nice robes by any means, but simple, a little bit ornate robes, walk towards you guys with a little limp.
Wait, he's cool.
Yeah, on he has twin prehensile trunks.
Yeah, those
that
are
run,
sweet.
Yeah, that run
What?
off the top, the front of his face. You do notice that he has bead chains that are laced in between and all the way across and around his little twin prehensile trunks.
He's dripped out.
And
Yeah,
he will
no
walk
joke.
over. Oh, greetings. I'd heard from a few of my other council members and representatives that we might have some esteemed guests heading up to the shrine today. And I had heard from the captain that you may have been very, very useful to them in a very important matter aboard the Blue Decker prison. I'm getting ahead of myself. I am Kaziki Sagri. I am the current council chair of the Convocation of the Force.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. I am NUL. Gesture.
Yes, Noel, it's well met. Well met, Noel. Well met. I
hit
see
the-
by your mask there that you must need to report to the Isopter.
That I do, yes. I am sure that they are expecting me.
That may have yet to be seen. Jeth, you were saying?
Oh, yeah, I'll say peace through strength. Kind of bow. I'm Jeth Tyro with the Matukai.
Jeth Tyro, well met, well met. Did we all make the trip up the stairway fine?
A little taxing at first, but nothing we couldn't handle.
Very good, very good. And
I do wonder how your elders make it up here. Or they just don't ever go down.
well, and he kind of chuckles, and he seems to be just his general demeanor seems to put him as a elder himself, probably mid-60s ish. Says, well, I'll tell you, you do get used to it. But yes, you kind of mark your days around if you have to go up or down. And you must be young Shib Ka. It is my pleasure
yes,
to meet you and welcome you.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course. Well,
It's quite a beautiful sight.
thank you. I cannot take any claim to that. It has existed long before us, and I assume it will exist long, long after as well. If you do have to thank anyone, the Gree here, in case you have not made their acquaintance yet, have been the caretakers here for a long time. Very, very long time. And
Jake, can you
yes.
spell his name for me real quick?
Yes, Kazi is Kazzi-Ki, Kazi-Ki.
Okay.
And then Sagree, Sagree. Which I'm just noticing
Interesting
has
that his
Gree
last
in it.
name-
That was not on purpose.
Gree.
My bad. But yes, these Gree, the caretakers here, they call themselves the Etone Equilaterate. And if you are ever in need of anything, they will be most happy to assist you. But that's enough for now. I'm sure all of your orders and their current representatives would like to meet with you. So if you need any directions, I can certainly point you that way. And more importantly, he will turn his sort of beady squid eyes to you, Samson and Azramode. I believe we will need to have a conversation in the Fulgurate. And he sort of sweeps his arm to the large building on the north end of the shrine.
Samson's gonna give a little short bow, like a nod.
And he'll actually take a quick glance and be like, "Oh, I hadn't realized. I assume you didn't bring that bird with you from your planet."
It just seems to want to be here.
Huh.
It stopped pecking my face about an hour ago.
Well, you have found a baby. They get much larger than that.
So,
Probably right there. Yeah. But that is a Scepter Asprialis.
try to get my Oblivion open.
They are a bird of prey for sure. So I hope you're not squeamish about handling rats or anything else it might like to eat.
Do I have to feed it, or will it find its own food?
I'm sure it will find its own when it gets hungry. I'm really not sure. I'm not an expert by any means.
I haven't seen it fly yet, so I think we'll figure it out.
It seems old enough to fly. There wasn't an angry mama whenever you found this one, was there?
Not that I saw.
Oh, I think you will be fine. Well,
This guy's gonna call wildlife and fisheries on me.
young Padawan Shib, Master Zoe will be waiting for you on the West Rise in the Jedi Order's dealings they're building there. NUL, the Isopter, resides on the East Rise, the caverns, the carved cavern buildings, and the Matukai, young Jeth, reside on the East Rise as well.
Of course.
After you meet there, I'm sure they will have something else for you all to do. But for whatever reason, I believe if your personal belongings need a space to rest as well as yourselves, if your own orders have not gotten your lodgings sorted, you can of course head down to the Pilgrim Lodgings and find a few cots there for the night while we get that sorted.
What?
All right, well, young Samson and Azramode then will step in.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And I am...
How's Azramode feel about this?
He doesn't necessarily seem slighted or anything like that, but as Kazuki continues to talk directly to Samson, he will step in at this point. And I am Overseer Azramode of the Taral Darafan. I will accompany young Samson for your dealings in this Fulgurate. Oh, Very well, of course. I was not aware we had another visitor from the Tyrell. Well, you two, please accompany me. We will walk through. And everyone else, if you need anything else, all it is to ask. I hope you all enjoy your stay. Come. And he will sort of wave Samson and Azramode on and head back off to the north.
Get my shuffle on.
No way
dude.
we got DM mandated party split.
Well, I was just about to say, Jeth is a little curious.
Hey, it's character vignette time, fellas. We can do whatever we want, of course.
Jeth is
But
a little
Jeth-
curious. Might want to sneak along behind in a stealthy manner. I don't think he would go past anyone, any guards, but you know, he'd follow. Just
Yeah,
kind of where they were
absolutely.
going.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll start there, and so we'll start really in Samson, and we'll have Jeth tagging along.
Yeah.
But so Samson, you guys will continue or begin, really, I should say, your walk north. You guys immediately have to cross, and Kazuki will stay in lockstep with you guys, walking perhaps in between you two, which Azramode doesn't really take a step to interrupt by any means. But you guys have to walk through the commons to get to the Fulgurate, which is the center, like 2 or 3 pillars. And it has this very white, almost bleached white sort of sandstone tile that runs in a square around these pillars with this little sort of, not really a wall, but it's about 1.5 feet, 2 foot off the ground, a sort of miniature column arch wall that runs all the way around this white sandstone. As you guys are walking, you do notice that in the middle there is a little bit of a fountain, a little bit of a, not necessarily a waterwork by any means, but it seems to be some water bubbling up. And in the middle there is this picture or different colored tile that seems to show a humanoid figure in a meditative pose, like legs crossed, in a very yin-yang sort of style. He's split right down the middle with this very yellow gold color, and he has black with white on one side and white with black on the other. Oh, now, it is great to see and hear that perhaps the Tyrell Derfan has a representative returning. Now, I don't mean to be rude, but I must ask, is Tikor Garban, will he be returning to his representative spot? I know he returned home for the Centennial.
I do not believe he will be returning to the convocation.
I see. Well, I don't seek to get ahead of myself here, and I'm simply just the chair. I don't necessarily make the decisions here. Are you to be his replacement?
It has been said, yes.
Well, we will have a great bit of catching up to speed to do, my young friend, but I'm sure it will be much easier in our conversational tones. Master Tikor was a very wise man, but his nature of being a tongueless did make things difficult in the conversational aptitudes.
The less words they can speak, the more the ones they do have to matter. It is their way.
Of course, of course. Well, you'll see here as we pass through the commons, there is a grove here. It may have many things of which you are not accustomed to on your home world of Dracula. Many plants and trees and other flora of all kinds that are taken care of there. The training grounds to the northeast, the sand pits and the Matukai and the Shapers spend many of their martial training hours there. And over to the northwest as we pass is the amphitheater where most of our debates happen. I'm sure you will become very familiar with perhaps, maybe not all three, but at least one or two of them. And it certainly is the spot where you can find many of these other representatives if there is anything you ever need or wish to converse about in your journey to understand the Force and its nature.
It was my understanding when I let go on the ship that I was here to commune with others to learn more about our place in the Force. Thank you.
Very good. I assure you, it would be very easy to do that. We have many, many, many different viewpoints on it here. And you guys will continue your walk as you talk. Climb up a few more stairs, not too many. And enter into the Fulgurate. There are no guards posted or anything like that. These massive temple doors are pushed open out that are maybe brass or some type of worked metal. And inside, it seems to just be one chamber. There doesn't seem to be any offshoot hallways or anything like that. It's just sort of open air with some support pillars. And the first thing you notice is this massive crystal that is suspended in the air in the center of this building that is reflecting currently a few different colors of light from the three suns that are shining in on it through little holes and other windows cut into the uppermost layer of this temple. This, my friend, is the Fulgurate. This is where the Convocation and its representatives meet to handle any business or call council for any votes or anything like that that may need our attention. As a new representative of a Force order here that is fully seated, that meaning, of course, that you have a representative and have a vote, you will spend a non-small or a substantial portion of your time here. And we don't really have any cushions or anything like that, but usually we sit around the floor, and the wood is not uncomfortable, but it takes some getting used to.
That will be okay.
But let us talk about a few things. Jeth, go ahead and give me a stealth check if you'll be so kind.
Really?
And we'll just call it a hard check for now. 3 purples.
Ooh.
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 0 success.
Well, if I'm gonna get in trouble day one.
Advantage. Maybe I will.
1 advantage. I'll hold that advantage for you right here.
Okay.
But Jeth, I'll say this: as you're walking very casually, nobody's really looking for you or anything like that. As you are walking, you do notice that in the training grounds, in the little sand pit on the northeast of the Commons, you hear a kata that you are very familiar with, considering that it is a Matukai kata. It's a very, probably your base kata, one that the youngest of your order learn and must master before moving up. And here it is, maybe has a more beautiful, more beauticious sort of sound to it here, where you're in an open air and perhaps war and battle does not necessarily substantiate this art form. Just a quick glimpse over, it seems that 4 or 5 individuals are in lockstep going through this cot in the sand. They haven't noticed you.
Okay, yeah, I might. That might be enough to distract me. Do I recognize any of the leader? Is there like a leader, or do I recognize anybody there? Someone like guiding them through the kata, or is it all
It
just?
does seem that one is in the front. However, I'm not sure if you would be familiar with him. However, as you look over and take a quick glance, you do notice that he does have a black sash that runs across his chest, off of his left shoulder, and he is a Gant, a little insectoid creature.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it Dastard the fastest bastard? Dude?
It is not. It is by no means. I think he died in a fiery pod racer crash.
Oh no.
Any cheese coming out of his mouth?
No, not by not in the slightest.
I am still quite curious about what's going on with Samson. So
By all
I
means,
might refrain and continue along.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I will say you also, the doors are open. Nobody moves to stop you. As you get closer to the doors, you do notice that the voices inside seem to amplify. And so you can hear Kazuki, Samson, and Azurmode quite clearly. And you do know that if you get any closer, there's not a whole lot of hiding spots or anything like that. So if you want to casually kick it on the steps and listen in, that is certainly probably your best bet.
Yeah, I think I will.
Absolutely. Chairman, well, I do hope that it will be no issue to move Harold Samson into the representative chair. I do wish for it to be as expedited and efficient as possible. We have a great many things to accomplish here before I am to return to Dracoine, and I do not wish to be delayed. Oh, well, of course, Overseer. I'm sure it will not be much. And really, I just wanted to perhaps see if Master T-Core perhaps left any notes or anything like that for us, or if it is rare. I will say, I'll be honest. It is rare to have a representative just disappear on us. By all means.
Master Tikor has gone to the Great Desert beyond. He made it to the bicentennial celebration on Dracoline and then passed on. It is not common for there to be communications about such things, given his standing. This was intended to be your finding out.
And that look of recognition goes across his face, and he does incline his head to you a little bit. My apologies if I have offended you. I am saddened to hear it. Our meditations were enlightening, and he was a fine man to have around. Well, I'm sure you will be able to fill in. I will, of course, point you to his quarters. He has probably left a journal or some such about his doings here, and you also find any other belongings he might not have taken with him on his return trip. He was the only Taral Darafan we had seen in our time, so of course, if there are any changes you would like to make to your lodgings or quarters, please, all you must do is ask, and we will do what we can. Is there... Well, I am the chair. I will call the meeting on the morrow as the suns rise to their peak, and we will officially seat you in. But as of now, because I am here, you do officially have your seated position. So, Harold Samson, welcome to the Convocation of the Force. We are very happy to have you.
Thank you for your courtesy and your respect. I am glad to be here.
Of course.
Now, if I may, I would like to get to call it like just the house, the bunk,
Pretty much, yeah.
like the. I would like
Lodge
to.
is usually what what they refer to it as. Yeah.
I would like to retire to the lodge and see through the belongings there.
Very well. Very well. The Terral der Fondue, their lodging is on the east rise. You won't be able to miss it. Your sigil, of course, will be on the sign posting outside of the lodging. The door don't generally have locks, so unless he added one before he left, you should be able to get right in. And of course, the space is now yours. Anything he may have left behind, you will know what to do with it better than I, my young friend.
I think Samson's going to give him that nice quarter bow and head off to the lodging.
Very good. Jeth, you hear Samson and Asmo begin to depart from the Fulbright.
And they would be coming by the door that I'm
There's only one door
on the steps of?
Yeah.
How far away are the people doing the kata?
You could get there, not far at all, with a few hard
brisk
steps.
walk?
Yeah, brisk
Okay.
walk. You can get over there for sure.
Yeah, I think I would do that. Make my presence known to them so they kind of grab their attention, and then, yeah,
Absolutely.
try and blend it in.
Yeah, absolutely. Which I will say, easy enough. Samson, I will say you do notice as you guys walk down the stairs, you do notice Jeth just approaching the edge of this sand pit, like he might have been walking that way before you guys walked out of the building. But Jeth, we'll jump over right to you since we're here. They finish this intricata and enter into their rest pose. They break, and the Gand at the front turns to face the small group, says a few words, and dismisses them. So they bow, walk out of the sand, brush themselves off. A few of them linger around, return. Two of them have these wooden swords in their hands that they were practicing with. Return them to these racks that are behind the sand pit. And the young Gand, or the Gand individual, will turn to you.
Peace through strength. Kind of bow. Introduce myself. I'm Jeth.
Peace through strength.
Tyro.
Yes, Jeth. It is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Wow, man, I need to get my notes in order. What am I doing over here? I am, or this one is Narax Zook. I am the representative for the Matukai here. And Jeth, I will ask, do you have your sash on?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. And I don't know if we had talked about it or not, but yours is red.
I don't think we had, but okay.
Yes. I had received word from the Buhai Din that you would be arriving sometime.
Yes, I was slightly delayed due to an incident on the Station Blue Deca Prism. I'm sure you've heard about it. But I made it here, none the worse for wear. In fact, I've made a few friends in the other orders.
Now, the Gand physiology is not an easy one to read. They're not very expressive creatures. But he does tilt his head just a little bit. Well, that is nice to hear. I assume you will be joining us for our daily rituals and requirements. Very good. Well, we just finished our last kata for the day. But at first rise, we will be in the training grounds. At mid-rise, we will be here. And for last rise, just now, we will be here.
Very well. I'll go acquaint myself with our lodging.
Of course. It would be well for you to do that. I must
Anything
ask
I should know?
first.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. I must ask first, Jeth Tyro. What are you wanting to gain here?
Well, enlightenment, of course.
I do
I
not
trust we're
wish
all here
to.
for that reason.
Of course, I do not wish to dissuade you from your goal.
Do your
But make
best.
no mistake, we are here to sharpen the blade.
Of course.
Be careful around the Shapers. Their current crew is untrustworthy.
I understand.
He will give you a bow.
I return it. Make my way to the quarters.
Very good. And the Matukai quarters are, of course, on the east rise as well. Who's got a hankering? Noel, Shib, who's ready?
I'm ready, goat.
All right, Shib.
I'm itching.
All right, Shib. So, Shib, you make your way to the west rise,
I do.
where these stone buildings have been put up. You do notice, Shib, they look very similar in style to the first temple on Octo, which you have probably seen, if not in person, then on Hollow or in recordings or pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And it is easy enough to find the lightsaber with the starbird around it that signifies where the Jedi Order lodgings are.
Very good.
And the door is open. Seems to be open to the air.
I will, of course, enter.
And inside it is not a large building by any means. It's sort of like Franklin the Turtle's house, if that, scratches any itches for anybody. It does seem to have a little partitioned wall on one little corner. But lo and behold, behind a little desk, currently typing away on a little, what looks like datapad computer, portable one, is a older Syrian woman, probably in her mid-60s by now. Very classical brown Jedi robe, which is currently hung over the back of her very simple seat, and her sort of tan, light brown, dusty brown tunic. She will hear your footsteps enter, stop typing on her datapad, and just sort of turn her head, and a big smile will go across her admittedly soft features. Oh, I wasn't quite ready. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, Shib, it's so nice to meet you.
Master Thelnizo, I presume. And I'll give her a nice deep bow.
Oh, of course, yes. And she'll stand up from her chair hastily and bow and return to you. Kind of brush herself off. Yes. Oh, wow. You're older than I expected.
Is this a bad thing?
Oh, no. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting, once again, it's been a long Uh, man, wow. How was your trip?
The trip itself was quite uneventful, but upon arriving to Blue Decaprism, as I'm sure you've heard, was quite an event.
Yes, and I'm sure you handled yourself well.
I certainly like to think so.
Very good. Yes, reports have not come in fully yet, but I'm glad to hear it has been handled. How is Master Silbert? It's been a while since we've talked.
He is good. Good health. He's as rambunctious as ever, I suppose.
Indeed, indeed. He reminds me a lot of me. Well, not now, but like whenever I was younger. Well, I suppose introductions are in order. She'll walk over and power up a little K-Series astromech. This is KT-9. You never far from my side, and probably now never far from yours either. I guess we should like learn about each other. And I'll be honest, Shib, I've never really done this before, so just give me a little grace as we move into it. Life is pretty simple up here, so we'll figure out how to get all those trials done and get you on your way to knighthood.
I'm sorry, Master. What do you mean you've never done this before?
Oh, well, had like a individual Padawan. All of my teaching experience was in the early days where we were doing, the class form kind of thing.
Shib finds it difficult to hide the utter despair that comes across her face.
Not. It's good, Shib. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Listen. I've been a Jedi for a long time. Master Skywalker found me. I was in my 20s, so it's almost been 40 years. So I've got plenty of years underneath the old belt.
Well, I am excited to learn everything that I can from you, Master.
Oh, of course. I'll be happy to teach you everything I know. How are you with the lightsaber?
I will admit my skills could use some improving, but I've had my share of glowing reports and things of this nature.
Good. Well, that's always an easy place to start. But what's something you would like to learn, to investigate, to explore in the Force? They say, and she's gonna like close a book that's like on her desk that's like Teaching for Dummies 101 and like push it back and like turn it over. They say wise men have said that it's best to teach to what the students want to learn. So what's something you want to focus on?
Well, this is quite a broad question, I suppose, but the general mysteries of the Force. I'm very interested in the other orders that are here, and I suppose I have a bias for the Jedi Order, but perhaps learning about the different cultures and practices of the other orders.
Well, the good news is about the Jedi, we have a long history, and she'll kind of point her hands towards a bookshelf that has all kinds of repositories of knowledge on there. We certainly have plenty of old texts, so you'll be able to learn your heart's content there. And in the archives, any old texts and things like that have come through here, the Equilaterate have done a great job of keeping them safe. So, yes, it's a very noble goal. We are the only 2 Jedi here, so I'm sure you'll get sick of me at some point in time, and it's always good to take learning breaks.
I'm sorry, there's only us 2?
Yes.
I thought that there would be more.
Well, thank God thank the Force there aren't more. We'd have to have a bigger lodge.
I suppose this is one way of looking at it.
Yes, but it's a great place to stay. I've been here for 2 decades now, almost. Lots to do, lots to learn, all kinds of different viewpoints. And meditation is enlightening here. It's the easiest way to put it. So, it's going to be great, I promise. I don't have a spare cot here yet for you, Padawan. So you might have to spend the night in the Pilgrim Lodging, but we can figure that out too. I can get the Equilaterate to move these bookshelves around, and we'll partition you off a little corner in here, and it'll be like college. But I guess professors and students don't really. Anyways, yeah. So hey, we'll reconvene in the morning. So yeah, head down to the Pilgrim Lodging, and we'll get started bright and early. Call it a first rise.
Of course, Master. And what should my duties be for the rest of the day?
Rest. Wise men say that's the most important one. Got to be well rested to be able to learn.
Of course. And Shib, by the word coming out of Thelnizo's mouth, feels more and more like this is indeed a punishment being sent here.
Wow. Padawan Master. Wow. Man, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be a blast. All right, Padawan. I'll see you in the morning.
Very good. And she'll give kind of a half-hearted bow and exit the room, I suppose.
Very good. And last but not least, NUL. On the East Rise. The Isopter Lodge is not hard to find by any means. It seems like they've taken it upon themselves to put the iconography of the mask over every surface available to themselves. And the lodge inside is dark. Even by your photoreceptors, the one lit candle in there is not nearly throwing off enough light to light the whole place up. However, looking inside, there is a human male in there, pretty pale skin individual, that is seeming to be meditating at the candle. And he'll hear your servos motioning up, and he'll sort of rouse himself and roll his shoulders up, turn to you, smile on his face. Oh, you must be NUL.
That I am. Are you the chairman of the Central Isopter?
Representative, yes. Close that door behind you, would you, please?
Sure. Close it.
Now, no. Where is the doctor?
I assume his body is still on Raxus Prime. Bit of strange happenings there. It seems my memory was wiped, and when I came to, the doctor was dead.
I see. So the doctor has passed the final horizon then?
Yes.
Terrific! Terrific. What a joy.
He's the lucky one.
He is. He ever is. Well, this is a surprise, by all means. But I see you have his mask.
I do, and to my estimate, he has taught me everything he knew, and tasked me with pooling our knowledge with that of the larger Isopter.
Well, very good, very good. Not many droids up here, if you haven't noticed, but I'm sure this will be fine. Sure, this will be fine. Well, no, you have the mask already, so you of course will hold the rank of devotee. Yes.
Excuse me, but you know my name. I don't think I know yours.
Oh, my apologies. I am Lorne Eisen, devotee.
Devotee Lorne. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
It is, boy. The doctor sure did pick out a chassis for you, huh?
Yes, he did. Painstakingly, I would say.
Yes, well, tell me, Noel, have you had any great witnessings yet?
Maybe nearly. A little scrape on the Blue Decker Prism station. Not as catastrophic as it could have been, but there were a few journeys I saw.
Good. Well, I'll tell you. The through lines are thick here, my friend. Very thick. They pull on me daily. Sweetone. I can't believe a planet has hidden from our lens for so long. But there is work to be done.
Oh, indeed.
Not every order here will survive, I can assert you of that.
Would not have it any other way.
Yes. Well. I suppose I will allow you to take over all the tasks of the good doctor. Not that there are many. But your first and foremost mission will be to make your through line with the Barando Sages. Their representative, he must be close. He can't have but a standard year left before he crosses the horizon. That part, the ripples there, perhaps. Oh, great. And outside of that, the new Terrell Darafon, whoever he is.
Yes, actually, I arrived here along with one of their order as well, a human named Samson.
Oh, Samson. Very well. Good. Oh, you're doing great. Terrific. You know, I was there whenever we went to Drakouine, whenever we were led there. I can't believe we missed it. Whatever was supposed to happen there, some great tragedy. But wrong timing, I suppose. Or perhaps delayed. Regardless, the planet is still in one piece, I assume. A shame.
Disappointing. Yeah.
Well, if you need a place to power down, here's fine. My quarters are near.
Is there a closet somewhere?
A charging station here, of course. Yes, that's perfectly fine.
Excellent.
I do sleepwalk. I'll let you know.
That should be fine.
Yes.
Just as a suggestion to not embark on your journey too early, just stay clear of the grabber. I gesture to my...
Yes, it is the grabber. Oh, yes. Oh.
It's motion sensitive.
Very well.
That's good.
Feel free. It is never quite dark here. No, so, I don't know what your power schedule is like, but you, of course, have free reign of the shrine. And as long as you are getting your reports in, all will be fine.
Yes,
Now, this is a strange question, I'm sure.
of course.
Have you received any prophecies?
Prophecies, not particularly, no.
Feelings of destruction to come?
Well, that's just kind of an ambient feeling. Hope.
Oh, the same. One and the same.
Yes. Have you felt these?
Oh, of course, I seek them
Master
out.
Lord?
Yes, yes.
Any specifics?
Any specifics? No. No, but there was a thread with the doctor that is perhaps now clouded. I will meditate more on this in your arrival.
Yes, and if there are any data banks or computer systems, I would very much like to interface an update.
Yes. The degree, the equilaterate, the archives. Not many computers, but lots of knowledge there. I'm sure they will let you interface with whatever you wish.
Excellent.
Well, the Samson boy, I've got a good feeling about him. Learn what you can.
We'll be done.
And other than that, we have tea at Second Rise in the greenery.
All right.
You are required to be there.
Oh, okay. Can I don't believe that I can. I will be there.
You don't have to drink the tea, but you have to be in attendance.
Understood. Well, I shall take my leave, Master Lorne.
Of course, young Noel.
I'll just kind of like just wander around for a little bit, just kind of take
Great.
in this.
Terrific. Well, where do you anything in particular you want to observe, Noel?
Just kind of like a lap of their of the quarters, see if there are any rambling crazy notes that may remind me of Dr. Vesh.
Everything reminds me of him.
Like the Charlie Day board with the yarn.
Heavy silver.
So in your own lodge, it doesn't seem like anything that has really the Dr. Vash's stamp on it. But wandering around on this East Rise, and I'll list them off real quick. The East Rise also holds the Nin Orthodoxy, holds the Sages, holds the Dogoyans, yourself, the Isopter, the Falanasi, the Shapers, the Sorcerers of Tund, and the Teral Derafan. And in your wanderings, there's a little baby staircase that has been cut that leads to this little narrow kind of canyon gap between two pillars. And it does seem like over the years, someone has taken the time to carve little holes into the pillars. And every now and again, whenever the wind picks up, these natural sort of wind flutes through these carved holes, plays a very disturbing sound.
I'm home.
It's like a diminished fourth. It's very...
Oh.
It's unsettling.
God. All right. But yeah, I think he just kind of looks around, and then we'll eventually, I guess, meet up either Pilgrim House or a common area.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so anything else anybody wants to do on their first night at the shrine?
When I'm walking out of the Fulgrim and into the Commons is where the water fountain was, or the
little
water
pool,
feature.
yes, yeah, it's in the middle
Does
of the
I try to get the bird to see if he'll sip the water or play in the water.
the bird will hop down and peck a little bit into the water, sip a little bit.
Does it seize up, explode, get very cold, or get very hot?
No. Doesn't seem to do anything weird.
Safe water, baby. Non-Kyber hyper meth water.
I'm picturing like a green, lush, monkish Urithiru here.
Absolutely,
at the top of this.
Absolutely, that's a great visual.
Yeah.
It's a great visual.
I would like to walk around, perhaps little hallways carved into the side of the spire, little waterfalls, and try and find a tranquil garden area that I would expect to see some of my members meditating in, perhaps performing their own personal katas.
Well, very good. I'm glad you said that, Jeff. Really, the only greenery that is like purposeful is the grove, which is in the commons, and they have it's effectively bonsai, but all kinds of plants that are now massive. That some seem to have been alive for maybe thousands of years, well kept and protected. However, you don't see any of your Matukai there. There are a couple of Gree hanging around, just seeming to maybe talk to each other, and they're doing like some little trimming and pruning of their little trees and flora.
Any perhaps adjacent force
I've
conflict
got you.
members there?
I've got you. Because as you continue your little wander about, there is a little hallway that leads on one of the more offshoot pillars that you walk into, and you will discover the reflection pools. And here, they are little water reservoirs that are full. That water seems to flow into from some natural spring up massively these pillars. Maybe not natural. But you also notice that there's condensation on the rocks above and some little streams and things like that that seem to congregate into these pools. And it seems that they are overflowing right now with how much water is up here. And they have a little couple drizzles that overflow, lap over the side of some of these pools and cascade down the side of the pillar. And here, in some of these shallower ones, you do notice a handful of people, not only perhaps bathing, but doing their own meditations or letting the waters run over them in all kinds of ways. I will say you probably don't notice any Matukai, but one that immediately sticks out to you is a red Philithar, which is just a snake. It's a big snake, and it's red, and it has look that up. It's a red snake, has green eyes.
Oh yeah, okay.
And they seem to be sort of resting, slithering around in the pool. They're also like 8 foot long. They're large. They're big.
They're sentient.
They're like people size. Yeah, they are people. Yeah.
Okay.
They are people.
Wow. Okay. I would certainly approach.
Yeah. So she'll her little prehensile. I say little. Her prehensile tail will kind of curl up by her and like wave to you like this.
A nod.
Hello.
Good evening. It's dark. Does it ever get dark?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't. The
But it is
darkest
evening.
it's we're approaching last rise. It's about 2 hours of probably dawn where on most planets.
Okay. Well, Matt, what are you doing here by the pools?
I just getting my daily bath in.
I see. Well, I hate to interrupt you.
Oh no, it's fine. That's timelines and it's open. My name's Flola, by the way.
Jeth.
Jeth, oh, it's so nice to meet you. Are you a pilgrim?
I suppose you could call me that, yes. I don't think of myself as one, but I suppose I am a pilgrim here.
Oh, me too. Very. Oh, do you belong to So you don't belong to an order then?
The Matukai.
Oh.
You may be able to tell by the robes, but you may not have encountered them. We're not a very social bunch.
No, I don't believe you guys are. And I think I kind of lack the appendages to do all the
Ah.
dances you guys do.
I suppose, but martialism isn't reserved only for those with limbs.
Oh, I suppose I wouldn't call myself martial by any means.
Try and convert you, you know.
Whoa, oh, well, you just met me.
So what are you? Are you from this planet, or have you come here as well?
I saw one of the USDC adverts, and I just had this feeling in my hearts that I should be here, so I came.
I see. So you're not committed to.
Oh no, I'm a true pilgrim. I'm been
Interesting.
staying in the pilgrim house for about 3 weeks now, 3 standard weeks.
Interesting. How do you like it here?
It's beautiful, beautiful place.
Stunning.
It's simple, you know. It's I thought being pulled here would be like the end of it, you know, like I would show up and then everything would fall into place and
Become clear. You know.
right, yeah, exactly, yes. But
Funny you say that.
it's been 15 days now, and I had the next step has not made itself visible to me. So
Isn't that just the darndest thing?
here I am.
Maybe someone around here has the answers.
I keep saying that, and I keep talking to them all, but I don't know. I also don't know if I really have a great aptitude for the Force or whatever. So maybe that's
Well.
what I'm missing.
If you felt something calling you here, I'm sure you can feel the force in some way.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
What is it after all? I mean, if not just a feeling.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
Mm.
You know, and you know, people say it like is everywhere, right? So
It's so vague.
yeah, it really is, man. Maybe I was here to meet you.
Maybe so.
Maybe, wow. Well, Jeff, this is nice. I'm glad we're getting to talk. This is awesome. Well, maybe I'll give the Matukai another shot. Maybe I'll come see what you guys have to say.
You know, maybe you could look around.
Sure. Well, do you have any suggestions? I mean, I've made a lap, pretty much.
Jeth would kind of look. Do I see anybody in the immediate vicinity in the courtyard? Or are we kind of alone
Not-
here?
Well, you guys are actually under the courtyard right now. The
Oh, I see,
reflection
sorry.
Pools, yeah.
And there's like kind of rushing
There
some
are
water.
a few. There are a few other people in here, but it's
Yeah.
also the reflection pools, also bathhouse. So
Sweet. Okay, yeah.
people
We'd
are
be sitting
minding
by
their
the
own
water.
business.
Yeah. The water enough to obscure the conversation.
Yes, absolutely.
Between you and me, I'm not convinced we have all the answers myself. So I would be curious to hear if you hear anything more convincing.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. You know, the Jedi, they seem to know a lot. They've been around so long, so you know, I've talked with them a good bit. The Dagoyans, they're pretty cool. Their representative, she's beautiful.
I don't know much about the Dagoyans. I've heard some stories about the Jedi, but
They really don't like the Matukai. I'll just come out and say it. I'm sure it's not anything against you, but they're like really super peaceful, and you guys are like really not. So they're not.
well, that's not necessarily true. We have this whole like peace through strength ideology.
Sure.
You know, like we obviously want times of peace, but you'd much rather be a warrior in a garden.
Sure,
Yeah,
right.
you know what
no,
I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely.
We see how the Jedi's ideology worked out for them.
Well, they're back.
So at least, well, they are.
Right. You know, they defeated the Final Order, right? Now the sovereignty's here, I guess.
Guess so.
They're not great.
Yeah, I guess so. What do I know anyway?
Hey, I'm in the same boat, man. That's all I've got to say.
Well, sorry, is Flo again?
Flo's fine, but Flola's my full name.
Lola. Okay, yeah. Well, it was great to meet you. I should be going,
Of course.
but
of
you know
course.
what? Do we have communicators? Does she have a
Yeah, sure.
communicator? You have
Yeah.
a communicator. Look, we should let's exchange numbers. I wouldn't mind talking more, especially if you have a unique opportunity here as a pilgrim to kind of travel freely and hear I guess, unimpeded the ideologies of the other groups here. I would be curious to hear what you have to say.
Absolutely, yes, yeah. Well, my com's over there. She doesn't have hands, so it's
Of
a
course.
special Philithar one that she like puts her head onto and connects on.
Of
But
course.
yeah, we can absolutely.
Well, it was wonderful to meet you.
It was. It was wonderful to meet you as well, Jeff. And she'll continue to wiggle and continue bathing in the reflection pool.
Excellent. I will make my way out.
Okay, very good. Shib, any runabout? Any
Yeah.
investigation? Yes, what do you have?
You know, I'm gonna wander around until I see somebody from our original group. Should need somebody to talk to, man.
Great, well, who else is wandering around?
Null is.
No, definitely
There you
is
go.
wandering around.
Hell yeah.
up to something.
So Shib, I'll say
That boy up to
while you're wandering, I should say, the wind does pick up a little bit and begins to blow, and you can hear this very resonant sound echoing from this canyon on the east rise. And you might find yourself a little interested by it. And you wander down to investigate, and at this little it's almost like an observation deck, you know, like in national parks on hikes where they have like the little signposts set up over spots. It's like that. And Noel is there observing this little canyon.
Perfect. I will approach Null. A good evening, afternoon, whatever it is, on this planet.
Yes, nice to see you again, Shib. How is the Jedi Order?
Shib lets out a very long, exasperated sigh.
Oh,
It was enlightening, and not necessarily in a good way.
well, care to explain? I've heard enlightenment is a common for the Jedi, but it's usually a positive one.
Certainly. Shib proceeds to launch into a tirade about everything that is wrong to lead her here. You know, the masters on Acto didn't take kindly to me asking questions about my birth parents and where I come from. They didn't like some of the things I was doing, and you know, I feel as though they sent me here as a punishment, and now I'm stuck with Master Thelny Zo, who seems to be, I'm sure she's a great Jedi, but she seems to be a very unprepared master for a Padawan, and I'm scared for my prospects here, advancing through the ranks. He's not good.
Well, I am sorry to hear that. It is strange that they wouldn't tell you about your parental figures. Doesn't seem beholding the truth doesn't seem something a Jedi would normally do. But I mean, think about it. You are here. There are many different orders. You may have been raised a Jedi, but you do not need to stay one. Are you familiar with the tenets of the Central Isopter? So
You
the
know,
death is a gift.
So you just launch in. Don't wait for a yes or no.
Look
Hey,
at this
man.
packet.
Shib will listen raptly to everything that Noel has to say. And I think at some point she will take out her data pad and start taking notes and things of that nature. So,
And then once all of the universe has been reduced down to a singularity of void, then we will know that the Isopta has succeeded. What do you think of that,
Forgive,
Shib?
forgive me for saying no, but it almost sounds like you're in a death cult. I of course mean no offense. It's just a lot of emphasis on death and dying, and the end of all things is
Well, I mean,
honestly
that's-
terrifying.
That's one way to look at it, sure. I mean, you may consider it a death cult, but we believe that it's the truth, the single finite truth of this universe. And I can't think of a more noble goal.
I suppose there are some similarities between the teachings of the Jedi. We, for one, believe that all things join the living force after they die.
Yes, I dare say that's not too far off. And I mean, once the Jedi have passed, they essentially what you call it, the living force, may be just another name for the immutable void. No one ever comes back.
You've given me much to ponder on, Noel. I appreciate you listening to the ramblings of a young Jedi.
Anytime, Shib.
Hey, are you staying in the bunkhouse, or do you have your own quarters?
There is a broom closet in the Isopta building that I've kind of laid claim to. But, I mean, I can power down wherever I need to.
I see. My master seems to have failed to ready for my arrival, and I will be staying in the bunkhouse for the foreseeable future. Yet another thing to deal with.
Well, I've only known you a short time, Shib, but you do seem quite adaptable. I think you'll do fine.
I appreciate that, Noel. Anyways, I'll stop bothering you now. I suppose I should go and secure a bunk for the evening. It was good talking to you.
Likewise, I'll see you around.
And Shib will make her exit.
Good.
Venting session over, dude.
Samson, you will arrive eventually at the Taral Darafon Lodge. Inside, it is a very sparse place. There are not a whole lot of casual amenities or anything of that nature. But there is a very simple desk, very simple chair, and a floor cot that has been set up. It's all very neat. Doesn't seem that Master T-Core left in a hurry or anything like that. And specifically, there is one journal, a old school journal, very familiar to what you guys ritualistically use back home, like leather bound, flimsiclast inside, that is sort of bound up with some leather and twine on the desk.
Okay, and there's no other of Master Tiku's belongings here. It is just the journal.
It does not appear so. Now there are some
Okay.
drawers on the desk, but visible, it seems to be the only thing left out.
So I think what Samson's trying to do is make sure that there are no sigils of his or bags left behind. So he would go through the drawers as well.
Absolutely. So, as you go through the drawers, it does not seem like there are any complete bags, but there are a great many components that have been sorted and kept apart from each other in their own little containers. Many of which, of course, you recognize from home as focuses and combinations for your spells, and a few that you are not familiar with.
So I think is Asimode with me at this point?
Of course.
I'm going to grab the journal and kind of hold it to my chest, gaze over it. I imagine his name and his like bond sigil being on the inside cover over it, kind of check that. Then I'll tell Asimode, I must be alone to complete the ritual of the final rites.
Be that as it may, Harold, I think it would be best for me to subsume his journal first.
The doorway will suffice for you being outside of the room. This is necessary.
He will take 2 weighty steps closer to you. Young Harold, I assure you, Master Tikor was not who this Kazi Ki says he was. There is a reason he returned to Dracoween, and there is a reason he was subsumed. I will assure no poison resides inside his journal before you consume it.
The last line changed my mind. I'll go ahead and give him the journal.
You are
And then I
ever
will-
wise, young Harold.
I won't nod to him in acknowledgement. I'm just kind of a bit defeated. But I will go collect the other components and focuses.
And he will actually leave you here.
Then I will be able to do most of what must be done. And generally what I'm trying to do, these final sigils, anything that could have held, I guess we'll say the spirit of the old tongueless herald, would like to be consumed in fire to allow him to fully pass onward. No special things to haunt left, buddy.
Of course. I will need a check from you, Samson. Give me actually, you know what? Give me a vigilance check. And it will be 1 red, 2 purples. Or advantages. So you search around through his desk and through the component bags and other things like that. You specifically don't notice any completed works of his. It seems that on his return, it is a little bit strange that he brought everything with him back. But you turn over the room, inspect the cot, search through everything. Nothing completed. So really and truly, the only mark of Tikor left are his unused belongings. The ashes of fate, the bark of Dracor, things of that have been shaved, collected, and not yet combined, but can be used as focuses for your powers.
I think Samson will lay out his own focus around his neck, the tightly knit, I believe, would you say like leather or like a what's the fabric on them? It's fucking old school coin purse, dude. The fabric. Yeah, fuck it, leather. Leather's cool.
Sweet.
And kind of lay that out, and then kind of floor do we have in here?
This very much stone.
Coals from the fireplace is gonna start to draw some sigils around the pile of components. Not huge, not taking steps to draw them.
Mm-hmm.
Same spot, small circle around the fire, or the intended fire.
Very good. And I assume you would like to make a force check here.
Yes.
Very well. Go ahead and give me a discipline check. This will be a average check, and you'll add your force die to it.
Ooh. The triple L. The triple F, dude.
Samson, would you like to use that dark side pill for a nice success on this check?
Yes, please.
Oh, well, of course. There's no
The
other
banker's
way.
calling, baby.
There's no other way around it. You must
Nothing like
answer.
laying your mentor to rest with a dark side
You
point.
must
baby.
answer the call. So Samson, you specifically reach out and focus and chant to suppress and remove any lingering abilities that may have been placed upon this domicile, this lodge. And there is a single tether you can reach out and pluck from near the ceiling. And you reach out mentally, pull it, and it feels as if a netting falls down on top of you. There is shame here. But you are suppressing whatever this thread is. That shame is coming from somewhere perhaps more internal. What you pull is not an anchor, but the last connection that Tikor had to this place. A thought, a connection of him to the force here is removed from its being, and there's nothing left tying him to this place. You are fully and truly the representative here, but also the herald of the Taral Darafan.
And I think Samson will be what's the word? I guess accepting of his result here, and finish out his seance, and leave the ashes to sit overnight.
And your eyes open as you finish your seance, and in your closed, pinched fingers, a small tag appears with writing Dracoween on it, before it crumbles to sand and mingles with the ashes below you. Would you like to return to the Pilgrim House, or go to the Pilgrim House? Or do you
I'll
wait
say-
here for Azramode?
So he's not by the door.
He is not.
Hell yeah! Give me the fuck away from that guy. Let's go to the Pilgrim House.
Jesus
Very
Christ.
good. And I will say, hey man, congrats. I think everybody's back at the Pilgrim House, specifically at this time. So,
Thank fucking God.
it's the character vignette episode, man. We didn't really get to do it on episode 1, so here we are.
Chris holding the stopwatch.
Now, Chris, come on, golly, get us back to a group, man. Come on, hurry up.
I'm a group gamer, dude.
I know, but it's important, viewers at home, it's important that you understand character choices with the context of the character. And now we have it. Right, chat?
Right, chat.
So, the Pilgrim House, it's very simple. It is effectively four walls on the outside, a couple of doors, and it is like a hostel. There are a bunch of bunks that run across one side. They all have a foot locker on an end, and like it's really quite long. There's not really any dividers or anything like that. It seems like you can probably fit upwards of like 40 pilgrims in here. And there are a good number of beds that seem to have already been claimed, some maybe personal effects or things like that, or people already resting in there. You see that there are like a couple Mancala, seems like 3 of them, perhaps a mother and 2 little babies, or 2 little kids that are all kind of bundled up together in one bed. And some other pilgrims resting of all shapes and sizes. But I'll say it's probably about half full at this point in time, so about 20 beds open. And on top of
Null's,
that, I'll
Null's
add
here?
2 real quick.
We're
Yeah,
all
Null's here.
here.
Yeah,
I'm on the
everybody's
opposite
here.
side of the room of him at all times.
Of Null, why?
Of Null, yes.
Oh, hey,
Pretty-
Samson.
Is that-
I think Shib is explicitly choosing the bunk next to Null.
Outside the broom closet.
But I will say too, you guys do notice that there is like some sheet change and things like that, just some cleanup, and some of the Atone Equilateral, a little couple handful, few 3 or 4 agree, are running around changing sheets or replacing pillows and stuff like that. And if does anybody go stake out a bed? Or are we
Certainly.
looking around? Very good.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Shib wants nothing more than to lay down and try and forget about all this nightmare.
You'll wake up back on Blue Deck of Prism and it'll go different tomorrow. For sure.
Surely.
I was actually ready for you to be here.
Well, Shib, as you're going to stake one out, one of the Gree will kind of squabble over to you and begin talking to you.
Okay.
What a nightmare.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I do not speak your language. I'll look around for anybody around that maybe can understand this guy.
Noel, you're a droid. Do you speak binary? I would assume you do.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a little xenology check for me, or education check, if you would be so kind for me, real quick.
All right.
It'll be an average check, 2 purples. One advantage.
Damn.
Perfect.
Advantage.
You have the weirdest thought with 1 advantage. You have the weirdest thought. This, you're picking up a lot more than what the sentients, the fleshies are from audio ranges. You can swear that this guy's saying code to Shib right now.
Code, as in like.
Like programming code.
Okay. I'll walk up. Shib, good to meet you. I didn't know that you spoke binary.
I do not.
Oh, well.
Is this fellow speaking binary?
Seems so. Maybe not exactly, but close.
I didn't know that sentients could do such a thing.
Did I? Real quick, out of character.
Yes,
What had happened to the Greek component? Do we still have that?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe you have it, specifically.
Yeah, I was thinking so. I wasn't sure. Actually, let me see if this gets a reaction, and I'll pull the Greek component out and show it to the Greek.
He'll do the individual eye blink. And he will reach for it with his 2 tentacly arms.
I'll hesitant at first, but I'll hand it to him.
You focus in a little bit more. No, you're like, okay, I can. Your baseline computing starts putting it together, and eventually you filter something out. You're like, wait a minute. And this sentence comes out to you. You need place stop bed thing, parallel green.
So I think I've deciphered some of it, but the words themselves don't make any sense. Apparently we need a place stop green parallel green.
I think I was less confused when I didn't understand the words.
Enough. Well,
You 4 need stop place rest thing tonight. Good.
Well,
Here, yeah. What does he do?
Oh. So he'll, you say, yeah, he looks at you.
I do like a, can you...
You.
Usually that works.
So he'll point to you and then pat the bed he's standing next to that's empty.
Ah, I think he wants you to sleep there.
Oh, place stop. A place to stop.
Yeah.
Place stop rest
See-
thing. Yes.
See, I don't speak Greek, but I can understand it.
Interesting.
It's quite a talent. Well,
So you 4 place stop rest thing. Good.
Yes, good.
yes,
parallel.
I'll take that back now. Reach for the
Thank you.
thank
Gold isodecahedron. You go walk talk.
Oh.
you. Is that a place?
It's a threat.
No, person thing animal.
Thing.
Person, thing, animal.
I see.
White acute. Person thing animal. Pilgrim. Bisector. Person place animal. Gold isodecahedron. Person place animal.
Okay, it's another Gree figure.
Yes, parallel.
Okay, parallel means yes.
Yellow.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
I'm gonna need some time to crack this code.
Do we hear the...
You do. I think. He definitely waves his tentacle like that too, like in the kind of motion.
This guy gets it.
gold isodecahedron, obtuse, gold isodecahedron, obtuse.
All right.
Gold
Jeth?
isodecahedron? Parallel? Gold isodecahedron. Mom, birth, place, thing, stop.
I just turned to Jeth.
And-
I think
And-
if you've been repeating what he's been saying, I think what he was trying to say is that those things make you walk and talk.
He'll hear that.
No? But we're still talking about the chip, right?
I think he's saying that we should go speak to this gold.
Parallel.
Isodecahedron.
Parallel.
Okay, so
Parallel.
parallel.
Is it
You
degree
won't
with
talk,
the
go
golden
talk gold
triangle?
isodecahedron. Parallel.
Is it degree with the golden triangle?
Parallel.
Parallel is yes.
Similar. Is that yes or similar?
Or
I think it's
correct.
adjacent. We'll go with correct.
Parallel. Parallel?
Can I make an education check here?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Anybody who would like to make an education check to decipher a little bit more Greek language, feel free.
I'll assist.
Hard check.
Oh, no. I think I like. I think I like what we got going here.
We got it.
I think I like what we got going on.
Don't worry, this is not a fluency check. This is a decipher more information check. No, it's like,
Okay.
yeah, I kind of want Jacob to say this for 30 more
Ever, forever.
Okay. So, Noel, you're assisting?
Yes.
Okay. Which
I will actually, are you giving it a yellow or a unskilled?
Unskilled.
Hey, take the yellow, because with the binary background, I think that constitutes enough. I'll give you a yellow for it.
Okay, sick. So yellow and a green, or just a yellow?
Just the yellow upgrade, just to increase yellow.
Okay, sick.
I wish we had a transcript for everything that was just said.
All right.
Oh, hey man, the episode will be up tomorrow, so there will
We have
be
to get
one.
our cipher coders on this.
Cool. All right, hard check.
Archer.
All right. 2 success.
Two
Okay.
successes, yeah. So Shib, you're starting to put some things together. You're putting some bylines together. Parallel is a good situation. Parallel is like harmony, right? Everything else are the best descriptor translations that you can get. So with putting things together, they were talking about stop, place, rest thing. That's a home. He also mentioned mother birth stop place. You would assume that is their home, which might be, he kind of gestured towards the egg.
Okay.
Okay.
I think he also said obtuse.
That means like wrong.
Which obtuse is like bad or wrong or a mystery.
Yeah. What isodecahedron? Can we get a glimpse into what that may mean?
Gold. He said gold isodecahedron. You would assume that that's the guy with the gold isodecahedron tattoo on his forehead that you guys saw earlier.
Okay.
And he also called himself a white acute. He has a white acute triangle tattooed on his forehead.
The degree we're speaking to now
Correct.
called himself that? Okay.
The
So
white
he might be in the
acute called
same
himself
order.
White acute, yes.
Okay.
However, Jeff, there are a couple other in here that I like kind of hanging around, still doing their cleaning. Like, this is fun. I love this part where people try to talk to us. You also notice all 4 of them in here right now have the exact same acute triangle on their foreheads.
And they're all Gree?
They're all green, yes. All 4 of them are green.
Has every Gree we've seen had something similar?
Remembering, yes, every Gree, except for the one with the gold isodecahedron tattoo,
Okay.
has the exact same white triangle tattoo on their head.
Okay. Well, is it too late tonight to go speak to him, or do you guys want to just pack up for the night, wake up in the morning? I have to go to my kata's first thing, but after that, I might have some time.
It kind of depends on how tired you sentients are feeling.
I'm awake, but I just feel like I should go to bed because it is late. I think the
Sun's
suns are
out.
messing with me.
I, for one, am exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, we probably should go to bed.
Then reconvene after first rise, I suppose.
Yeah, shortly after first rise, I'll be available.
Okay, so at this step, unless there's anything else somebody wants to do tonight, we're going to transition into something. Is everybody ready to go to bed, or is there anything else we want to take care of first?
I think I'm good.
Okay, guys.
I'm good.
Perfect. Well, we are about... Yes, go ahead.
Just one clarification.
Of course.
I should have asked in the thing, but Lorne asked me to get I believe he said a through line to the Baron Doe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
No.
Through line?
That was fascinating to listen to.
You do know that they're in your same neighborhood.
Okay.
So if you
Wasn't it a through line to the leader of the Baron Doe?
Yes.
Okay. It's the leader. All right.
However, I can say you can easily start making progress towards that into our next little transition thing we're about to do. Whoa.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Sweet.
great. Hey, everybody get your notes out. This will be important.
Okay, hold on.
Because we're about to enter our first downtime period on
Hold on.
Etone. So,
Okay.
there are a few different paths that you guys can focus on in your downtime. And I will name them off to you guys right now. The first is your order. So you can spend time doing things related to your own personal order, whether that's studying or doing missions for them or just whatever relates to your order. That's one path. Other orders is the second path. So that's exploring everybody else that's part of the convocation. If you have somebody specific in mind, great. If not, I can do whatever. You'll notice that everything that I've tasked you guys with so far will fall under one of these, by the way. The third one is lore. That's pretty simple. You're going to dedicate your time, your downtime, to spending time in the archives or in your own personal orders, old texts, and you're going to brush up on your old knowledge of whatever. Mystery, self-explanatory. Things that you aren't sure of, or weird things that have happened that you want to get to the bottom of. For example, the greed droid component would fall under mystery. Popularity, simple enough. You go around and try to rub shoulders with everybody and get people to know who you are. Maybe you want to run for a representative seat, whatever, right? Relationships, that is specific personal relationships. So you and your master, Shib, you and any of your representatives, or perhaps any of the other pilgrims or anybody that you've met or haven't met yet. Those are things that you'll do to spend time with them and actually deepen a relationship with those people. And then the last thing is relaxation, de-stressing. Now, you can, of course, choose to do multiple of these things, but they get harder every time you try to do multiple. So, it's very simple. Every time you go onto a track, it starts as a easy check, 1 purple die. And the skills change depending on what you're actually trying to do. But as you advance down the tracks, you will get rewards, whether that is in character or in roleplay or an actual, like, on your sheet. You'll get rewards for these things as you go. Naturally, whenever you fail things on these paths, you cannot advance past them until you succeed. And some of the things in your personal arcs might be behind certain levels of your paths. So, things that you're good at, naturally, you can try and double down on those. But if you try to do like 4 paths at once, every extra path you do adds a red dice onto your check. So the more things you stack up, the harder it gets. So 1 path is 1 purple, 2 paths, the first check is 1 purple, but the second check is a red. 3 paths is a red and a purple, so on and so forth.
Okay.
We picking that.
So
Picking that now.
yes, I would suggest starting with just a single path for today.
I have a very, I believe, I guess I want to do it in a specific way.
Well, please tell me what path you'd like to do and specifically
So-
what you'd like to do, Samson.
In my downtime, I'd like to learn about other orders
Okay.
by waiting until the middle of the night when everyone's asleep and waking NUL up.
And then,
Then I need to ask him something.
okay, perfect. Very good. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, so I'll put you on the other orders path there. Anybody else ready?
I think Shib is gonna do the best with what she's given and work on her relationship with her master.
Okay, very good. Relationships, specifically family. Okay. Noel, Jeff.
I think for Null, I'm gonna start with lore, just
Yeah.
kind of catching up with what knowledge the Isopter may have that he doesn't.
Lore. So specifically for Isopter, very good. And Jeff.
I'm debating on one of 2. So I think if I do learning more about the orders, I would do that through the lens of like furthering the relationship with Flo because of our conversation. So I'm debating, should I choose the relationship or the orders? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I will say, so I'll tell you this. Anything, if you go relationships through Flow, I will say that you'll get more information through her personal lens as well,
As opposed to, yeah.
versus what people might say they believe. So you'll get
I think
what
I like
she
that.
has observed versus what
Yeah.
dogma
I like
and
that.
things like that. Okay, perfect.
I think
So
I'll
we'll
choose
go-
relationship with Flo.
Okay, very good. Okay. Alrighty, so now, simple enough. Samson, what role do you think is best for this to, and I know we're including a PC in here, but what role do you think is best here?
So I think I can give you the actions and maybe we can derive the role from that.
Okay, perfect.
I specifically want to speak to Null in private
Okay.
to ask him questions about him. And it being that, like, he is the closest I've come to an Isopter person, entity. And I have some pertinent questions I need to ask him based on our order's prior relationship.
Okay. Well, Noel, where do you think, will you make it back to your lodge at some time in this downtime week? Or do you think you're going to hang out with the lads in the pilgrim housing?
I think maybe just like a few stints in the pilgrim housing, but majority in Isopter's house.
Okay. So, Samson,
Samson's going to pull up.
I'm going to need a little stealth check, buddy. Easy check. So 1 purple.
I can't see.
Okay, 0 successes, 1 advantage. Now, I'm glad this happened so early, so now I can explain this next part. If you fail your roll, I'm going to make a little... and you fail your roll and you want to succeed, obviously. You can re-roll it with an upgrade, but you will take a stress token. Whenever you reach 5 stress tokens, bad things happen.
Ooh. Is this success based on us having this conversation, or just me rolling up and not being seen? Like, is this
So
for,
this will
is
be
the downtime roll,
everything.
right?
Yes, this will be your
Okay,
downtime
sweet. Then
roll. Yes.
stress me out, bro. Let's do it.
Okay, perfect. So,
Let's see, so
so
two
now
yellows and
it'll
a
be
purple?
2 yellows and a purple. Yes.
Sick. All right. I'm gonna throw these across the table into the wall. Let's go.
Very good.
Nice.
Okay. So eventually, you notice one night you're lurking about. You notice that Lorne Eisen, who you've learned is the rep for the centralized Isopter, leaves his lodgings pretty frequently on a couple nights a week in the middle of the night. And on one such night, NUL, you know, is in there on his little charging station inside the lodging.
Samson's gonna kind of like gander around a little bit, but figure his information's good and just go ahead and walk on in. And if I stand about 2 feet, 3 feet in front of Noel, does he move?
Probably not. Probably on like stand by.
Can I tentatively poke at the claw and see what happens?
Ooh, I think. I mean, I think you go and like poke at the claw, and immediately, like, just like the red lights come on, like full blast on the thing. He's just like assuming like alarm mode. Oh, Samson. I didn't think I would see you in here.
I assume so. No, I am sorry to come to you at such a time.
It's quite all right.
I had a favor to ask you as a member of the Isopter.
What is it?
Are you able to, in your software, keep this conversation fully confidential between us?
Yes, I could do that.
Thank you. I'm sorry in the manner I ask. I just don't, not familiar with droids.
I see. Who would I need to keep this confidential from?
Everyone but us.
Oh. Okay. I believe I could do that.
I must ask you, Null. Can you feel it? Is it a smell? Is it in the air, in the force? Is it around me? When you first saw me? When we started working together? Is it there?
When you say it, could you define it a little more clearly?
There was only so much we learned from our interaction, but if I'm understanding correctly, the whisperings of the void.
Oh, of doom.
Death and destruction.
Yes. I mean, I guess I suppose you could say I could sense it in a manner, not quite on my scanners, but it is kind of an ambient thing, sometimes more concentrated.
Then it is not significant.
No.
That is great. I assume that when I see some of the Isopter, they may feel that around me, and I'm glad to know that it is much the same as anyone else. I wanted to confide in you this.
I'm having a little trouble understanding. Do you feel this doom? But you're aware of it.
I feel it's past.
I'm gonna freeze you guys right there. Thelny or Shib, how do you want to go about building your relationship with Thelny?
Good question. I think she's just gonna do everything she can, kind of not suck up necessarily, but I don't know. I don't necessarily have a better term for it. Just
Be a good student.
be super
perhaps.
diligent.
Ingratiate herself.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? How do you feel about discipline?
Not great, but we can roll with it. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, hey, it's just
So
one purple. Yeah.
Surely we win these.
Well, of course.
One failure, three
Three
advantage.
advantages. Would you like to take a stress token? And
Hey man, you
re-roll
know
2
what?
yellows?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, I would.
Go ahead.
So 2 yellows and a purple.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Very
Ooh, one
good.
success, one triumph.
Terrific. Okay, so over this week, your relationship with Thelny, specifically in that like master Padawan sense, it was certainly not a good start. But eventually, in this first thing, you can notice that Master Zoe gets away from the stiffness of what it's supposed to be like and is just a little bit more of herself. And her being a little bit more truthful puts you at ease a little bit, because she then is confident. She then has answers to you whenever you ask her things about meditation or the Force or the Jedi Order in general. And there's still a few times where she's like, ooh, wait, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Let me revert a little bit. But with that triumph, you make a great step. You feel a little bit more comfortable with Thelny, just even personally, than you did whenever you arrived. Now, not all is well and good, but your understanding of who she is as a Jedi, and as a Jedi who's been one for almost 4 decades now, you recognize why she has the position she has, and that you can, in fact, learn a great deal from her if you put the time in.
Okay. All right. Very good. So how should I keep track of this?
I would say in your little notes, put relationship Thelny, 1 success.
All right.
NUL lore check, centralized software. What skill would you like to use? I can of course see lore naturally. Or if there's any specific knowledge you're looking for, we can kind of tune it that way as well.
I was thinking of using medicine for it.
Okay.
Just because, like, Dr. Vesh was more... He was a doctor, but, like, Null's thing is more mechanics, the droid side of it, like droid death.
Yeah.
I think more notes on, like, sentient people or organic people's notes on death.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, actually, yeah, I do want a lore check then. Give me a lore check, 1 purple.
Ooh, I don't want to curse it, but historically, we win these.
Real shit. Real
Let's go.
4 successes.
Shit.
Very good.
Woo.
So, good news, Noel. In the ancient archives, where more white acute work, there are tomes and data banks. There are every kind of way you can hold knowledge they have in these ancient archives, which is like a 3-story section of the internal of one of the pillars. That's just a library, effectively. Tons of information in there. I will tell you this. One of the easiest ones that you ask about. Now, of course, the librarians, the archive holders, are great. So, still a little bit of a language barrier there. We're working on it. But they do point you to some old collected manuscripts from the Brotherhood of the Ninth Door. You investigate, you read through, you do find that a lot of your views are not too dissimilar from the Isopter. But here, one major thing that they differ from on you guys about death is that is the beginning. You pass the threshold of this 9th door after you gain the knowledge of all the other doors, and the next level is unlocked for them. Total death is not the end of everything, but it's the beginning of what comes next. So that is kind of a upside down upheaval of you guys, where it's like, yes, dude, we were right. Finally, it's over. And they're like, no, man, it's actually just beginning. This is like the intro level.
Yeah. Okay.
And last but not least, Jeth, what skill do you want to use to deepen your relationship with Flola?
I don't know. Let me see. What do I have? A great question.
Now, I know you are more martial based. Think about activities. You'd be like, hey, Flola, I think we should go do this. What if we went and did some crazy training?
Swimming with the snake, dude.
Yeah, you know what? I do kind of like that. Maybe we could find some kind of an agility course somewhere on the.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
That way, it's kind of secluded, but also.
So I'll say, as a matter of fact, Jeth, you have some. It's a whole week. I'll say one day you guys actually go back down the stairway, and they have some courses and things like that are maybe not sanctioned. But down around the base of the landing zone, they have these little tracks that people run and everything like that. So, like, hey, why don't we go and do this? And, I can show you some ways that I focus my stuff. So, yeah, if you want to do coordination, I think that's great. Or athletics.
Sure, we can do. Yeah, we can do. Yeah, we'll do athletics.
And easy check, 1 purple.
Dink.
Easy enough. So you guys go down there, and it really is like an agility course.
Yeah.
Now, Flola, you're super excited to go, but you guys show up. There's like a rope wall. There's like the poles that are like shoved in the ground that you like run across. Yeah. She's like, well, hey, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
You might have to get a little creative with this. For example,
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, how about with the poles? How about you could slither between them as opposed to going over?
Ooh, I didn't think about that. That's a great idea.
Give it a shot.
Fucking slaloms. She slaloms.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, you guys have a great time. What would you like to? And you guys are developing a nice friendship. What would you like to learn, or who would you like to learn about from Flo?
So I've been seeing a lot. I have this friend. You may have seen him around. He's the guy with the giant crab claw droid. He kind of drags it behind him.
He's horrifying.
Well, he's actually not such a bad guy once you get to know him.
I really like talking to people, but I just can't. I haven't been able to nut up enough to go talk to him yet.
He has that effect on people, but look, he means well. Actually, a pretty decent dude from what I've seen. Anyway, he's talking about the Isopter. I was wondering, have you had any encounters with them? I mean, they are quite an intimidating bunch, but maybe there's something.
They really like their masks. I can tell you that much. They're really focused on death.
But he talks about death, but it's not really like in a bad way.
No,
I mean, he seems quite excited about it.
So Lorne, their representative, I have talked to him. He's like the cheeriest guy you could meet.
And
but
so is NUL.
Just saying, he's like super excited about dying. Like he can't wait for it to be his turn, he said.
Yeah.
Which I think, I mean, hey, that's cool. But like, I love living, man. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think I might be in the same boat. I don't really know if I'm digging the Isopter's ideology, but it is something to consider.
I think so. I know I know Lorne, and she would snap, but she like slaps her tail against herself to like imitate a snapping sound. What's his name? Cly. Representative Cly Shuo. That's the Barrendo Sage's representative. They have tea every morning. They're really good friends, as far as I can tell, in the Grove, in the quarters. And he's like a really old Keldor. He's like 85 or something like that. He's like really old.
Okay. Interesting.
And I don't really know why they like go together. They said something about precognition. I don't really know what that is though.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
I think it might be like seeing the future or something like that, but I don't think that's real.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, that might be worth looking into. And hey, have you heard anything about the Jedi too?
Oh, I like them. Master Zoe's really nice.
Yeah, my friend Shib came. She's a Jedi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't really heard much or really seen much of them since I've been here.
So they're like, from what they give you a little history course whenever you're an unaffiliated pilgrim. They were like one of the originals that refounded the convocation. So they've been here like 35 years. So I think Thelny's been here like 20, she said.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
So if they like know everybody.
They might not be a bad person to talk to then. Maybe that should be your next visit.
Yeah, but I can't like move stuff with my mind, so I don't think I can be a Padawan.
Oh, is that a prerequisite?
I think so.
Ah, that sucks.
Oh my god.
All right, well.
Perfect. You guys will return back up the stairway and right a little bit after 9, but that'll be it for this session. So, viewers, thank you guys for joining us again. We are well and truly in the thick of it now. Things are going to get interesting, I can promise you that. So, tune in next week, see what happens next. We love you guys, and we will see you later.